I think we have to understand yung government system natin, yung tax system natin is also evolving kasi ang bilis ng pag-evolve. All of a sudden, may mga kakaibang negosyo. Well, I guess the first thing is it may sound simple, pero I think the first reason is ano pa ba ang gagawin natin? So at least for me, 'di ba? We're working, we have our lives, and I think our work gives our life meaning. Some people kasi, at least sa yung mga kaibigan ko, when we're talking, sabihin nila, ay, retire na tayo at 30, retire na tayo at 40. And I'm like, pero anong gagawin mo pag nag-retire ka? Hindi ka naman pwedeng nakatulala ka lang dun sa bahay mo. So, for me, that's what keeps me motivated. I enjoy the work, and I think that jumping on my first answer, there's always something to improve. So, parang chasing higher goals and chasing to be a better person, a better worker, I think that's motivation enough for me so far. First of all, Nat, thank you so much for watching the podcast. We super appreciate that. And second of all, you know what? Ang dami kasi nagtatanong over the course of this day, ano bang gusto mong gawin with GMA? And you reminded me of something that aside from the other projects that we can do and different genres and different partners and artists I can work with, si Megan and I, we do have a mini studio here at home. So producing is something that we're open to. And yes, the podcast, I think in some form, can be shared, or maybe a similar format can be shared with GMA or done in GMA. I don't know if that's on TV or their digital space. Pero yun nga eh, just talking about it, parang ang dami nang pwede nangyari. We said reformatting the podcast to fit what GMA needs. Produce. We could do other projects with other artists. So all of a sudden, ang dami pang pwedeng gawin. So that ties in also to the motivation that I have to continue working. Definitely not. I mean, if I'm coming in as my own personality, I'm very authentic in TV and online. Pero syempre, if it's a teleserye, I come in as Nikolai of Love of My Life. That's very different from the Mikael whom you would see in the podcast or the vlog. Pero being committed to both worlds, digitally and in television, may mga nuances rin sa mga hinihinging mga project. Siyempre, the digital space allows for more spontaneity. You making a teleserye is a completely different experience, especially now na may mga lock-in tapings na, you're away from family for extended periods. But ever since naman, with or without the pandemic, there has always been differences, and tanggap naman namin yung mga differences na yun. Okay. Well, sige, the first answer is I'm very happy kasi ibig sabihin nun parang we were ready in terms of equipment, in terms of skills, especially ngayon na kailangan work from home lahat. Medyo sariling sikap, wala ka na talagang editor, wala nang cameraman na pupunta dito para mag-shoot sa'yo. So in terms of skills, parang, okay, swerte lang na okay, kakailanganin pala natin yung skills na ganito during 2020 and 2021. The second thing in terms of competition, never ko naisip yon. Actually, I was very, very welcoming. I spoke to several colleagues about vlogging, nung early days pa, nung mga 2015, 2014, nung hindi pa sikat yung mga YouTube. I would tell, uy, alam mo, subukan mo to. Kasi napapadpad sila sa YouTube channel ko, nung sobrang liit pa siya. I was like, uy, Kuya Mick, okay yun, okay yun. So I would always say na, oo, try mo. And yung reason there is because as we see now, napakalawak ng digital space. It has enough space for everyone. And ako naman, hindi naman sa hindi ko naman never ko naman na monopolize yung space na yun. Very aware ako na there's space for everyone. So tara, let's all come over here, enjoy this space and create our own content. So I guess yun laging naging mindset ko pagdating sa YouTube and all the other digital platforms. Very, very intriguing question, but I do have an answer for that. I think yung saying na death and taxes are inevitable dito sa buhay natin, di ba? And to a certain extent, that's true. But I think we have to understand yung government system natin, yung tax system natin is also evolving kasi ang bilis ng pag-evolve. All of a sudden, may mga kakaibang negosyo.
Siyempre.
Tandaan natin, 5 years ago, kung sinabi ko professional YouTuber ako, nga na lang tayo. Di ba? Parang ano yun? Pero ngayon, parang, okay, tama. Parang I think there are schools and courses now on how to be a professional YouTuber. Nakita ko sa internet. So I think nag-a-adjust rin yung mga tao. And if that's what the government requires and there are taxes to be paid kasi nagiging negosyo na rin siya, then I think it's up to us na maging responsible para sa mga obligations natin bilang Filipinos. Kasi patas naman, hindi naman sa, ay siya, hindi niya kailangan magbayad ng buwis. Ay, siya. So, I think right now, parang it's a transition period. And all players involved, people from the government, YouTubers, digital players alike, we need to start educating ourselves and being aware. Kasi kahit ako, I need to brush up, okay, what do I need to be aware of para ready ako in the future to fulfill my obligations. So, yun yung stand ko doon. I think, just like, getting into showbiz, good example, hindi ko alam na, ay, may kailangan na palang mga ganito, may kailangan palang mga registration na ganito. So, it's part of the process, and in life, lagi itong mangyayari, ang daming mga pagbabago. So, dapat willing lang talaga tayo na matuto lagi. Is there a skill I'd like to learn? I guess not in terms of learning. I think in terms of a skill that I would like to improve, and that skill would be everything. I think that I don't have mastery of all the skills that I have to use, be it acting, hosting, editing or vlogging. I think there's always room to improve, and yun nga yung kagandahan ng buhay natin. You're never at the top. There's always someone in front of you unless you're like Michael Jordan or something. So, para sa akin, that's always a natural challenge. Na sige, let's try and get better and better. And actually, even if you are at the top, you have to top yourself. So, if you see it in that way, then you have a never-ending challenge in front of you. So, everything that I do, I would like to improve, and I have that mindset moving forward. In terms of kaya ba? Of course, kaya. The delete button is just a few clicks away. But the second part is I've never felt that. I haven't felt that yet naman. And I don't know what kind of situation I would have to be put in for myself to feel that. So habang wala pa naman, hindi ko muna iniisip, but the delete button is always there. People have done it. They have many reasons for doing it. And you just understand and respect their own decisions. But on my part, I still very much enjoy creating content for everyone on various platforms. So I guess usap na lang tayo if I get to that point. Hopefully hindi mangyari. No, no. I watched the trailer of Love of My Life on Netflix, pero hindi ko pa napapanood because I hear a lot of people who I'm very close to, si Mama B, my manager, watches Love of My Life on Netflix. Minamarathon niya ang teleserye na yon. So I get
Wow.
daily and weekly updates on what's happening. Of course, I already know what's happening. We shot it. So I haven't been able to do that. But in terms of having content on Netflix, that makes me very proud that we have our teleserye, something we put so much blood, sweat, and tears into, literally. And it can be viewed by anybody around the world now and in HD. 4K even. 4K ba? Maybe 4K. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's really nice. Oo, actually, contrary dun sa sinabi mo, hindi ako na-rush. More
Wait,
of nag-slow
wait.
down nga eh. I think nag-slow down ako dahil sa pandemic because hindi na tayo nakakalabas. I think most of us may mga plano tayo, may mga dreams na biyahe tayo dito, bilhin natin, pag-ipunan natin to. Pero because of the pandemic, parang naging useless na yung mga goals na yon kasi ba't ka bibili ng let's say mag-iipon ka for a car or let's say mag-iipon ka for something else. Eh, hindi mo naman magagamit during this pandemic. So madami talaga nagbago and in general, yung effect nun was nag-slow down kami and nag-simplify yung lifestyle namin. So kami ni Megan, I mentioned it a while ago, we have time to wash the dishes, sweep the house, take care of our dog, take care of the hygiene of our dog, which takes up a lot of time apparently, and then our cat as well. So parang nag-slow down talaga yung life at mas na-appreciate namin yung moments. So yes, there's still work, but it's also being able to be happy with what you have. And I'm happy kami na ganito lang. Okay. Yeah, I like those questions. The first one would be the biggest adjustment siguro that we made when the pandemic hit would be our plans to travel. Kasi we got married January 2020. Pandemic tumama sa atin mga March 2020, first quarantine natin yun. So lahat ng mga plano namin na sige tayo lang, wag muna tayo magka-baby, nagbago yun kasi we were thinking we can travel around the Philippines, maybe go to different places around the world, pero naudlot yun. But that is okay, 'di ba? We adjusted naman and here we are. This is where we are now. And sorry, what was your second question?
Kung yung yung mabigat na decision kung ano yung parang kailangan baguhin niyo na against sa gusto niyo sa that's it, yun nga. Pero
Yeah, well, that would be travel, but one of the heavier things that the pandemic brought was that um, this was the time kasi na madaming magpapakasal rin dun sa pamilya ko. Tapos my sister gave birth to my niece. So, this is a missed opportunity to be around loved ones physically. 'Di ba? O ngayon, minsan pwede naman pa when the quarantine rules allow for it, pero overall, syempre nabawasan yung face-to-face meetups and get-togethers and moments with loved ones. And I guess yun yung pinakamalaking sacrifice namin. Oo naman. I think with everyone kailangan, at least for us, in-acknowledge naman namin na there was a struggle and an adjustment, 'di ba? Kasi kailangan baguhin mo yung mindset mo, kaya kailangan baguhin mo yung plano mo, yung mga naiisip mo, and unless sobrang mentally strong ka, it takes time. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin, okay, may pandemic, tapos na. Naka-adjust na ako mentally. So, it takes time kasi minsan parang nararamdaman mo yung sayang, magagawa na sana natin to or sayang, during this time siguro dapat nandito tayo or ito yung ginagawa natin. So, there was an adjustment pero si Megan at ako naman very open sa isa't isa. So, we talk about things openly and we try to help one another out.